In this video, I will present a map from IELTS Academic 17 and walk you through these steps to write a good answer for it. As usual, we need to spend some time on the statement to understand it. The maps below show an industrial area in the town of Norbiton and planned future development of the site. So one map is about the present and the other one shows the future of that area. And as you know, the instruction is always the same in writing task 1. We need to summarize the information. How? By selecting and reporting the main features. So it means that we cannot report every single point from the maps. And also make comparisons where relevant. In doing so, we should aim for 150 words to be able to cover all the main features. So step 2 is to look at the maps to understand the changes. At this stage, don't be obsessed with vocabulary, just simply tick for places that will change and cross for the places that will remain unchanged. So farmland, change, river, change, roundabout, not changed, factories around the roundabout, change, west of the roundabout, change, these two places, road to the east, change, we have a playground and school, and also the factories will change. And the road and the south also will change, and the border with the town, unchanged. So based on the ticks and crosses, you decide if the area will change a little or a lot. So apparently the area will change a lot, so this is something you should mention in your overview. A sentence like, the area will change dramatically, right, or drastically, or will transform over the period. Now, for the overview, we need to choose the most important changes, right? So the change in farmland is important, so I will mention that in my overview. The changes around the roundabout are also important. The roads are also important because there will be more roads. And also the factories, all of them will change and they will turn into houses. And also to the south of the roundabout, we will have shops and medical center. So these are also important and should be mentioned in the overview. So next step is to paraphrase the statement. This is my paraphrase. The maps illustrate the current layout of the Norbiton area and the proposed future development. So the first change I deleted below because there is nothing below my writing. Instead of show, I wrote illustrate. And instead of planned future development, I used proposed future development. And I added this part from myself, the current layout of the place. So this is my sample. We just read the paraphrase together. Now let's read the overview. So overall, the area will experience significant changes with the transformation of factories into residential buildings, the construction of roads, and the addition of amenities like shops. So I mentioned the replacement of factories, also the construction of roads, and the addition of places like shops, schools, and playground that are called amenities. Now, about the details, so I will start from the north and then the middle side and then the south. It's more logical to start with the most important changes to the least important changes. First, a new road will be constructed north of the central roundabout, crossing the river and connecting directly to the new housing block on the farmland, the middle side. Additionally, another road will be built to the northwest of the roundabout, leading to two new housing blocks that will replace the existing factories. Also to the south of the roundabout, the area to the southwest of the central roundabout will also witness changes with planned shops, while a medical center is proposed for the southeast. Now, we also have some important changes in the east. Moreover, the factories east of the roundabout will give way to housing blocks, a school, and a playground. And also the south of the map. In contrast, the road south of the central roundabout will undergo slight changes with the construction of a smaller roundabout to connect it to the center of the area. So I could add more details, like, for example, the points related to the east, but remember we should summarize the main points and the main features. We should not report every single point. So I organized my answer in 3 paragraphs. In the first one, I just paraphrased and wrote the overview, and in the next 2, I mentioned the details. In this slide, you can see the words that I used to report the changes. These words are useful phrases that you could also use in your map writing. And in this slide, you could see the words in blue that I used to connect my sentences that are also called cohesive devices. All right, hope you found it useful. Have a nice day.